You don't just like me for me.
It's so heartbreaking.
You don't just find me attractive. I ain't cool enough.
You find me attractive because
I just check a box.
I check this fucking box for you.
What's going on, everybody? We are back again with another week of On the House. I know it's crazy. When's the last time y'all got 2 episodes in a row from us, right? Right.
6
I know.
months.
I'm hype. He hype. We all hype. Actually, I looked at 7.
Hype. 7 months?
Yeah, it was 7. Yeah, 7. We've been out these in the house streets for 7 months.
We ain't gonna let you go through that kind of drought without us again. We won't.
The kings of in between are back. We are here to stay.
Back and better than ever. Back and more in between than ever.
I feel like we got to re-explain that name because there's probably a lot of new viewers who don't understand what we're saying, and it probably sounds crazy.
That sounds crazy with no context.
So the reason why John made that joke originally, that was a callback to like one of our first episodes when we were talking about names we should have named this podcast. He thought Kings of In Between would be funny because it's a double entendre.
Yes.
Because we have very middle of the pack, middle ground answers and vibes on things. Mm-hmm. And also we are heterosexual males.
That's the most general way you could have put that.
Well, I'll let them use their imagination. Anyway, all right. So, and on that note,
yep.
John.
Yeah.
April's coming to an end as we record this. Today is May 1st as we're recording. What's something from April you're grateful for?
Something from April I'm grateful for. You know what? I'm grateful that you came out here. Because that was the first time I had gone out like that since my birthday in November. Because I went out because I went out to Cali like around my birthday, went out with some friends and stuff, and then came back, and there was Thanksgiving, and then I started a new job, and my back and all that nerve shit went to shit. So it was from beginning of December till fucking beginning of March, roughly. I was immobile. So that was the first time that I'd gone out again. So you coming out and just having that moment of having fun going out. Like, damn, I forgot how much I missed this shit because I hadn't done it in so long. Forgot how much I missed it. Forgot how good looking I am. Which is crazy, I know, because there's mirrors. I got mirrors, so it's crazy to forget that. But it is, forgot how good looking other people think I am.
Hey,
that was wild. There was some wild.
I will co-sign. That was a wild experience. Yeah.
And I'm not cool, so I'll walk by and I'll try to keep a straight face, but I'm usually gonna laugh after because I don't know why I find it funny, but it's funny to me. But no, just the whole trip though, just like the bullshit and the drinks, the fucking. You passed out right here, fucking 2 a.m. sitting at the table eating quesadillas. just
like, yo, you hungry? Yeah, I'm hungry. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go to this 24-hour Mexican spot.
Get some random bomb quesadillas that just have no business being that good.
2-3 o'clock in the morning, just sitting here.
No business being that good.
Drinking Gatorade, talking shit. Yeah.
Yep,
so just
no business.
So it was dope. So that's what I'm grateful for. That was fun.
I didn't realize that was April. I don't know why I thought that was different. I thought that was March. You're right though. It was April.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago.
Well, because right after I came back, I actually went on a family trip. So I am going to say I'm grateful for that trip.
Yeah.
Because I'm grateful for our trip and for a lot of the same reasons. So I don't want to, repeat what you said. Because literally, I had the exact same experience, like bar for bar, what he said. Like, I was like, dang, I'm actually him. Like, I actually am that attractive dude. Like, I was like, yo, hold on, wait a minute now. I was like, hold on. So then, yeah. that felt good. And then like, going out with, I have a lot of female friends here. So I always go out with my female friends here and I love them. I love you guys, but it is not the same as going out with the homie who I can trust to not be one of these annoying guys. Because I don't like just going out with random guys who I don't know. Oof, because I don't trust them. I don't trust them. Because like, a quick rant. But I feel like if I go out with a guy and like we're hanging out and, he says something to a random girl that's off-putting, they're going to look at me like that's a reflection on me because this is the guy I came there with. Mm-hmm. I'll give a perfect example. I was at the bar the other day. A girl, this is going to be super quick, I promise. But a girl went to, a girl went up to a guy and I guess they had already had interactions. I might have told this story last week. No, I didn't. I just told you this. But a girl went up to a guy and was, I guess he said, "Oh, I'm sorry for how I acted earlier." I guess he must have said something off-putting to her. And the homie who was with them turned and said, "Yeah, he's like the dick you never had." I would go off. I would lose it. I think I would lose it because she walked away and she was like, that's awkward, and walked off. I would lose it. I would never go out with the dude again. I don't think I'd talk to him again. I would lose it. She was beautiful. I would lose it. I would lose it. I would lose it. Not that I was a fan of the guy anyway, though, because he had already annoyed me when I got there. Like both of them had annoyed me when I got to the bar. Yeah. So like I was already like, okay, cool. Like it was during the NFL draft and I was like, dude, I just want to talk to I just want to watch the draft. Stop talking to me. And I'm not like that normally. Like I'm almost never like, hey, stop talking to me. But when certain conversations come up, I'm just like, all right, you can stop talking to me now because I'm good. Yeah. I'm about to just watch this draft.
Yeah. I mean, I don't blame you, man. That's just, you've had some unfortunate like attempts or wingman attempts from some strangers.
Yes.
But that Absolutely. One is just wild. Like the thing that baffles me is what part of him in that moment thought that would make that woman think, "Oh my, he is the one I've never had." That's the one.
Or let's say you're not going for that. Let's say you're going for the comedic approach. On what earth is that funny? On what planet? I'm a guy and I don't find that funny. Like his homeboy who was with him didn't find it funny. You could tell he was like, "Oh boy, that's just him." And it's like, no, we got to stop that.
Yeah, we got to stop that. It's just him.
We got to stop. Oh, that's just him. That's just how he is. Okay.
You can be like that. Just do that shit away from me.
That's just how he'll be on his couch at home because he ain't coming out with me.
He's not coming out with me.
You're not coming out with me.
You're not getting invited out. Yeah, that's wild. But you're right though, because I mean, we don't got to go any further because this is like a preview of what's to come. But yeah, you're right. That's what made me start to kind of pay more attention to who I'm going out with and hanging around with because that's who they're a reflection of you, the people that are around you. Because they're like, "Oh, that's your friend? That guy?" It's like, wait, hold on. I don't do that.
I used to only trust one person to wingman for me, and that's John, but I'm slowly allowing someone else to wingman for me, and that's my cousin. I forgot that he's a good wingman, and Let's go. Allow him to wingman for me. If we go out, I will allow him to wingman for me. But those are the only two people who I allow to wingman for me. If you're trying to wingman for me and you're not those two people, just give me the ball and get out the way.
So basketball reference over here.
Isolation call.
Yep.
Out the way. In most cases, that's how they wingman. They set me up, they pass me the rock, and they just get out the way.
Yeah. Distract anybody else that's around pretty much. I don't need to talk. I don't need to talk you up. Yeah, you don't.
That's how to wingman.
Not a child. This isn't high school. I don't got to talk to her for you. That's not how this works.
Hey, my friend likes you. Okay, anyway, all right, back to my gratitude. I'm grateful for my family trip because I was grateful for that trip for all the same reasons he mentioned. Not so much my back. My back is fine. but more so because of just, I'm a single father. I go to work and I go home, and it gets tiring of doing that all the time, and I love my kid, but I'm an adult too. And I have my own emotions, my own feelings, my own goals and stuff in life. So I need to go out and experience life. So yeah, that was a fun trip. But then also we came back to being a single father. I brought my son with me, and I drove my grandmother and her sister down, and then a couple of my other family members, my uncle and my mom drove down separately, and we all had this crazy, like, dope experience. We saw Noah's Ark in Pennsylvania, and my son loved it. He was losing his mind. He was like, "Daddy, the animals," and like he literally just asked me like yesterday, "Daddy, can we go see a show again?" It was like, dang. Yeah, I was like, dude, that's a far drive. Like, we'll have to go
last
see
year
one.
He didn't like it, right?
Last year he hated it. He was sitting.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
went to sit there.
You had to walk.
Yeah,
out.
I had to go sit in the family room, bro, and watch on the TV. Like, I couldn't be in the room. But he was like, wow. "Whoa, look at all the animals, Daddy, the animals." Yeah, he was clapping. He was loving it. He was yelling out, shouting out the animals he saw. Everything apparently was a cow. I guess he's obsessed with cows.
Let's go.
Got a big old llama walking by. He's like, "Cow." I'm like, yeah. Like, you know what? As long as I'm not in the family room, that thing could be whatever you want it to be. I want to sit here and see the show. So yeah, you think that's a cow? Cool. Cow. Yep. It's a pretty cow.
You messing him up. He'll be in kindergarten failing.
For that day, it's a cow.
You're going to give him a sheet for all these animals to fill out. He's going to write cow for all of them.
Only other animal he knew, I'm trying to think. Only other animal he knew was a cat. Hey. No. He knew cat. He knew horse. He knew birds. He loved the birds. He did like the birds. So hey, we'll get 4 right, and then the rest will be cows. Well, it's gonna be 5 because one of them has to be a cow if you write cow right. So one of them has to be a cow. So we are right.
If you don't
What's
know what
5 out of 8? You know what I'm saying? I'm over here smacking the mic. I'm laughing. So I love that dude though. That was a fun trip. And it's good to get away and spend time with family. That's always good, Mm-hmm. So, yeah. Cool. Well, that's gratitude. Drinking, I think for season 2, we're just off alcohol for the recording, unless it's in person. I don't know how you feel about that.
Unless it's in person, or if I'm, I don't know, in the mood for it, but that'll be rare, I imagine.
Right, because I was like... Coca-Cola.
I'm drinking water, and then I got root beer here again. So
mostly
drinking water, but
alcohol once a week is just rough. Like, I don't know,
especially on like a Wednesday night, just for no reason.
Oh, it's Wednesday. I thought it was Thursday. Well, for me, it's
technically it's Thursday, but
yeah, for me it's Thursday.
Yeah, but like that, starting this late is crazy.
Starting this late is already crazy, and then drinking on top of it is like,
because we sit here and talk for a while, and then
then I wake up with a hangover somehow, and I'm like,
because you would go through a bottle of Barton Noir, or I'm going through, I don't know, a couple bottles of cider, or 3 or 4 drinks. Like, that's not. I don't need to be doing that.
Don't worry. We will drink on the episode soon because we have a pop out coming. But
the problem with that is the fact that because in the beginning, I think it was good to get comfortable. Alcohol helps us get comfortable and loose and talk. Now that we already are, the danger lies in drinking.
Let me tell you. Yes. Let me tell you something though. I think I'm actually more dangerous when I'm not drinking. Here's why. Because when I'm not drinking, I'm just loose because I know my limits, and I'm not like worried about what I'll say because I know what I can and can't say. When I'm drinking, I'm a little bit more PC and covering myself because I'm worried about what I could say, but I'm so worried about what I could say, I'm overcorrecting and I'm not as vocal about what I could say.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So like, I
feel
think
that.
I'm actually better on the show when I'm not drinking personally. I enjoyed it. Even watching back the first episode back on the edit, I enjoyed just being me way more when I wasn't drinking on the show.
Yeah, I could see that. I think it's a mixed bag for me. I think I talk pretty reckless to begin with. And I probably get more reckless. I know my IQ goes down significantly. So
I just worry.
So it's harder for me. It's harder for me to keep up with things, and I'm just all I want to do is talk shit and laugh.
I'm more likely to throw shade when I'm sober.
Yes, you're more likely to be hood when you're drunk.
Yeah. We'll let you wonder about that. Commercial. Gen Z.
Is that Gen Z? Yeah, okay, yeah.
I'm Gen Z, but like I'm like right down the line, so I'm a millennial.
Oh my God.
Yeah, bro. I'm a cusper, man. I'm a cusper on everything, bro.
I am too. I think they call us elder millennials.
Yup. Yup. Hey, is this thing on? Is this thing recorded? Yeah, him. Oh man, him right there. Yep. So we're back.
Real quick, before we start.
Right.
I wanted to say this to kind of not recap, but to kind of I forgot about, or I didn't. It made me think about it today.
Are we going? Is this thing on? Is this video approved?
Yes.
Is it okay. I'm just making sure. All right.
I just want. Is this thing on? I was like, what is happening? What is he talking about? First thing I did was like, is the light on? Okay, my mic's working. Yeah, I got you. Yeah. No, it's because it's about the topic we talked about last week.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Money and relationships. Just a quick story because, this is a perfect example of like what happens when you're in a relationship where that's an issue. Me and wifey went to Costco. Great trip, by the way. Love it. Love sharing my favorite place with my favorite person. But anyway, we were going and there was a dude wheeling the TV out on a flat little cart that they have. 100-inch TV. 100-inch. 100-inch. Gigantic. Because, that's I don't know how big it is.
Somewhere, but I'm trying to be good.
It's 8 feet and 4 inches diagonal. So I don't know how tall it was, like 7 feet tall.
You're setting me up. I'm trying.
What, a 7-foot dick? I mean, dude, come on, man. We talking about whales? What's going on? What are we doing? It's so stupid. Anyway,
older millennial.
Anyway, it's this giant TV.
Okay.
I don't know how many of you all know about cars, like just by name. I know you do.
I can pop a picture up if I need to. Okay,
cool. So they got there in a Honda Ridgeline. So This is Honda's pickup truck, which has like a 5-foot bed, maybe. I don't know what. We almost stood there to watch him, but this is the thing I'm talking about money and relationships, because he was balancing the thing, wheeling it out on this flatbed cart, and his partner, I'm not girlfriend, wife, whoever, was just standing next to the car with her arms folded like this, not helping, just standing there, not looking happy, arms folded, just watching him try to load it up. Whether it's mad at the purchase or mad at purchasing it at that time and like being stubborn about putting it on the truck, I don't know. But that was
luck.
Like,
I ain't helping you. I hope you can get it done.
Ooh. Which wifey pointed that out. I was like, oof. I was like, that was she was not happy with that purchase, or not happy about the decision to get it then. One of the two. But that was it right there. We almost stood there to watch them do it, but I was like, I don't want to do that. Don't get me wrong. I was curious how, because I was like, there's no way this shit is fitting on that. And there's not like, it's a truck, so you can't fold the seats down or nothing. It's a fucking truck. So it was just going to be standing like super tall above. I don't know. That was crazy.
What you got to do, you got to bungee cord it and drive super slow. That's the only way, bro. That's for real.
That thing is so expensive. I'm not. And Costco don't deliver. Or you could have just bought it online and they would have delivered. I don't know. Maybe that's what she said. And he was like, no, I don't know.
I need it right now. I don't trust them to deliver online. It could break. I ain't gonna hold you. That's something I would do, bro. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I feel him because I would do the same thing, bro. I would pull up to the store and be like, yep, I'm getting it. What you want me to wait a week for it to come in?
I did that one time in my life. It was the most nerve-wracking move. When I first bought an OLED years ago. But you know, those things are thin as hell. And carrying,
you must be.
It's just it's like
my bad. This is going way longer because of me. My fault.
You spend more on a camera, so you don't. Your camera, your laptop, all were like around the same as this OLED TV. So don't even trip. You over here. you had it. You just spent it on other shit.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, but yeah, I would
camera $200.
Yeah, all right. JJ's probably is. He's gonna go get it. Hey, he's so proud of this thing, man. Oh man, that dude is so proud of this thing. You gotta hold it up like he does when he's trying to take a picture.
Let me stop. I love it. I love it. It makes me so happy.
Dope. Yeah,
I can't lie. It makes me so happy.
Because see him get excited. That's why I had to go get it. I bet it does.
That's why I had to go get it. It makes me so happy. That is like
dope.
That is one of those things that I could be in any kind of mood. I will see him pick that up and take pictures, and my mood will change instantly. I can guarantee it. I can guarantee it.
Yeah, I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you. Yeah, but yeah, I was driving today, and I thought of that, and I was like, oh. That's a perfect example of it. I just wanted to kind of touch back on that because that was like a good example of maybe she wasn't happy with the way he spends, and then that's going to cause a fight. I don't know specifically.
I'll tell you why she wasn't happy. She wasn't happy because moments before they went to Costco, they were driving and she happened to pick up his phone. And when she picked up his phone, she saw text messages that he had exchanged with his boy about how crazy her head game was.
Segue.
That just pissed him off, or that pissed her off, and they couldn't go to Costco without her addressing this. And then instead of him addressing it, he decided to buy a TV without addressing what had happened and went down. So yeah, that's why she was pissed off.
That is one of the wildest transitions you've ever made. It's trying to segue from one topic to another, but congratulations, sir. Whether it's successful or not, you did it.
Made up a whole backstory. Listen, that's a very true story, by the way.
Yeah, just not about them, about somebody else.
Yeah.
You want to go ahead. You want to pick up from there?
I'm gonna go for it. Yeah. So basically, the reason why I had that story came from a very real place, a place of frustration tonight. So I had an Uber rider tonight. And what they said to me was, first of all, they got in, they were chill. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, you're chill, you're cool. But then he was like, all right, I'm gonna add the stop. I was like, okay, cool. All right, that annoys me already, but especially because it was my last ride of the night. So my last ride went longer than I wanted. So I was already annoyed, but I was like, all right, whatever, man. So he's like, yeah, I gotta go pick up this little thing I'm talking to. I'm like, oh He was like,
I'm already annoyed.
He's like, all right. He's like, yeah, it's cute little Latina. I was like, oh, that's nice, man. Good for you.
Oh no.
He's like, yeah, man. He's like, yeah, we'll see. Who knows, man? We'll see. Yeah. So he started talking about something else, and then conversation ended up going back to her. He's like, yo, but her head game's crazy though, bro. And I'm just like, hey, I was like, hey, good for you, man. Good for you. Like, what am I supposed to say to that? So that's not even the kicker of the story, bro. This is where it gets crazy. So we get to the spot to pick her up. And he's like, she's like taking a long time to come out. So now I'm annoyed because I just want to go home and go to bed. Or not go to bed. I got to record. We literally have to record. So I was like, all right, bro. Like, I'm sitting out here. I've been sitting outside this house for like 3-4 minutes. He tries to call her. He's like, oh, she said she's doing something with her cats. I don't know what that means. Oh, his cats is so stupid. I'm just like, all right, it is what it is, man. Don't worry about it. So then she gets in the car. He's, hey, what's up? How's your day? How's everything? Oh, yeah. Hey, do you remember when we went here? Do you remember this, that? And he's like just talking to her all sweet and just like, and I'm just like, bro, like, first of all, after she got in the car, he didn't say a word to me after that until he was leaving to get out. And I'm already like, I'm okay with that. Like, I didn't want to be talking to you anyway. But the nerve to go from that switch up of like, I don't know, to like, I'm over here like kissing the ground she walks on, basically. And being like, and it wasn't the questions he was asking. It was just the way he was talking, I think, before and after that really just threw me off. The before and the after were so like different. Because don't get me wrong, like if you're a woman I'm interested in, I'm like, hey, how's your day? Like, I hope your day's going well. Like, how's everything going? Are you like, I'm doing that anyway. Like, that's just what I'm doing. So for him to do that, that's not weird to me. What's weird to me is the whole like, yeah, I don't know how this thing's going. I don't know how this thing's going. And by the way, the head game's crazy. That girl deserves so much better. She was pretty too. I felt bad for her. I wanted to be like, yo, this guy's a jerk. Like, do me a favor, order an Uber home as soon as you get out, because he sucks.
even if she wasn't pretty, she deserved better. Nobody, like you said it when you told me the story. Like, what? How do you think she would feel?
How do you think she would feel if she heard the way you're talking about her right now? All the way from the head games to like, I don't know what this is about. And she got in that car and you could tell she was like head over heels for this guy. Like, you could tell by the way she got in the car. As soon as she got in the car, first thing she did was give this man a kiss. I was like, hey, how are you? Like,
you should have been like, oh,
how's everything been?
I feel this
so
whole
bad, bro.
Fucking stupid ass thing of like whatever the term is these days. I know simp made a comeback where it was unpopular or uncool to do that. Oh, I've always been one. I don't give a shit.
Simp. I'm a simp,
I don't give a shit. Like you said, the way I talked, I don't come on here and brag about anything other than how great our relationship is. I don't have
anything to brag about, but if anybody wants to give me something to brag about, reachonthehowse@gmail.com is our email.
Just in case y'all forgot what you might have.
It's reopened for season 2. I closed it at the end of season 1, but it is now reopened. It's reopened. Reachonthehowse@gmail.com. If you trying to give me something to brag about on here, and my boy will screen the email for me.
Absolutely.
And make sure you're dating material. Yeah.
Plus, I think it'll be funnier if he just doesn't know and I just bring it up randomly.
And don't include if your head game is crazy. That does not give you extra points. That does not give you extra.
You're just be blocked from future communications.
Literally. Because if you're bragging about it, it means it's trash anyway, but that's a different story. Yikes. Sorry, I'm just saying.
Yeah. You said before you're more likely to say some wild shit sober, and you're proving that correct. Well, this just, I don't know, man, because I don't know where it comes from, but it's one of the main reasons why. Okay, go ahead.
Oh no, I mean, do you have something you want to say before I do it?
I was gonna go on to something else. So if you have where you think
I
it comes
do.
from,
I do think I know where
let's
it
go.
comes from.
Let's go with that.
It goes back to what you said about them talking about simps. Simps aren't cool. So to seem cool to this other guy and seem like a bro, I have to talk about her in a very negative light because guys don't think that women are awesome. Guys think that women suck. So I got to join that line of thinking that women suck. And it's like, oh my God. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, it's that women are objects, so I have to treat her like she's an object, so this guy doesn't think I'm a simp. That kind of shit.
Yeah, that's where it comes from.
It must be so much work to care about what other people think about you. It's got to be a lot of work.
As someone who's recovering from it, it is a lot of work. I'm actually exhausted.
Oh man, I guess I'm fortunate to where, fortunate and unfortunate, I guess, to where I got bullied from a young age. So it was just like, hey, they already don't fuck with me. So I might as well just be me. And they're just going to laugh. They're going to make fun of me. They're going to hate me either way. So I might as well get laughed at for being me than trying to fit in and still get laughed at. Cool. But yeah, that shit, that stupid ass, because the number of times I've met somebody like out at a bar, or like even when we've gone out and some dude will come up and, you know, like, oh, this dude's cool. Like, oh yeah, what's up, man? Cool. Oh, I've slept with 5 women in this bar, and then proceed to go hug each other.
Hug all of them. He went and hugged all of them, bro.
Like, come on, man.
He said to us, I slept with 5 women in this bar and said, watch this. And we're like,
and I was like, watch what? And they just went and hugged each other.
I was like, I looked at John, I said, no, he didn't. No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Yeah, I do appreciate you, because after that, I don't know where I went, but I stopped talking to him.
Yeah, me
but
too.
I appreciate you
like,
for calling him out on that other shit he said, where he was talking about what did he say? He's a 20 on a scale of 1 to 10 or some shit. And you're like, oh, I thought we were being honest.
yeah, because I was like, I forgot how it came up. I forgot how it came up, but we're talking about our ratings, right?
Our ratings in like other places versus in this state, yeah.
Oh yeah, so I think I said I was like a 6 back home, right?
Yeah, because I was saying I was a 6 in Cali.
I said I was a 5 or 6 back home, but I'm a 7 or 8 in Washington.
Yeah, and I said
he was like, I'm a 20 everywhere I go.
Yeah,
I said, oh, my fault. I thought we were just being honest. I said, my fault, bro. I thought we was just being real. My fault.
Yeah. I appreciate you doing that, because that I felt good in my soul. Oh yeah, but like shit like that.
I should have been shot. I don't know how I'm sitting here right now. He should have been shot.
That dude didn't hear a word that we said. That dude was just talking to a wall, and we were the wall.
We were the wall.
He was just saying shit. Yep. The dude, the other time we've gone out, that bartender dude.
Oh, I was like, he must not know.
Because what did she? I don't know. The other bartender said something.
Maybe it's us. Maybe it's us. I don't even remember what he said though, or what she said.
I
forgot. It was something about like, oh, it'll be $1 million or something.
Oh, and then he just did that stupid like mocking voice.
It'll be $1 million.
Looking at us as he said it.
That's what I'm saying.
We're like, what? Like, and then you just looked at me and were like, he must not know we don't do that. And I lost it. And I laugh. I don't talk very loudly, but I laugh pretty fucking loudly. So especially when I get caught off guard like that. So I cackled and was laughing. And he was like, oh, let me in on the joke. And he was like, oh, I must be the butt of the joke. And that just made us laugh even harder.
Yeah. John was like, wait, don't get insecure.
Because I was like, but then he said, oh, must be the butt of the joke.
Yeah, his shoulders dropped. And when you walked up, I was like, dang.
They don't think I'm cool.
Yeah. Like, no, we don't. You acting like that. No, we don't think you're cool. That's not cool. You don't do that, bro. Like,
because like it was the same thing. He was being all nice to her and like flirting with her. And then that one thing happened and he looked at us
And when she turned her back too, by the way.
When she turned it, oh yeah. Key point.
When she turned her back
she
and
said
walked
that,
away.
turned her back and walked away. He looked at us and was like, what the fuck? What the fuck is that?
That's what I'm saying. Maybe it's us. Maybe they want to like seem cool to us, so they say these things. Because I walked in that bar, the same story I told earlier. I walked in the bar and it was immediately, I was like, oh, he started talking to me. I was like, hey man, how's it going? Blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, you having a good day? He's like, oh, I am now. And like looks over at a group of girls. I'm like, oh boy. I was like, I'm here to see my friend and watch the draft. That is all I'm here for. I'm like, what is going on? That's what I have to do this.
That's what I mean. That's why it's been so tough to have guy friends that are pieces of shit and that just treat women like people. Because the number of times it's happened where I've gone out with you or just alone, whatever, and then I'll come across somebody and I'm like, oh, this dude's cool as shit. And then either the topic will come up or a woman will come in or a group or whatever. And then you just see their true color. I'm going to call it their true colors. You see the true colors. And it's just like, come on, man. Come on. Because I can't hang out with you because you're going to do some weird shit or say some weird shit. And I don't want to be associated with you.
Like the dude at the bar with the story I told earlier.
Yeah. And I talked to wifey about this because if we were already friends like you, if you said some weird shit, I'd be like, yo, you got to chill on that shit, bro. You know what I mean? But if it's some dude I don't know, I'm not going to build on a relationship with this piece of shit because he's a piece of shit. And I'm not going to. But
also, like, you know me, you know it's not, like, it wasn't meant to come off that way. With, like, these random people you don't know. Like, it might have just been their intention for it to come off that way, too. You know what I mean? So that makes a huge difference. Intention means a lot. But, like, it's obviously, these women who are strangers to them don't know their intention either. Like, where these guys are like, oh, that's just him. They don't know that's just him. I mean, they're assuming that that's just him and they don't want to be associated with that. You know what I mean? Like, I can't blame them. You know what I mean? Like, that's wild to even think to say in that moment.
Yeah. With you, it's more likely for you to say some wild shit and just, and then not be the intention behind it. Like, not realizing your choice of words and how fucked up they are.
Yeah. And I'll be like, ooh. Wait.
Yeah, we have some deleted scenes off of this shit.
Yep.
That are perfect examples of that. Yeah.
That came off.
Where I was like, as you were saying it. And then they just never saw the light of day. Yeah. I was like, you can't. Like, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. But people that don't know you.
They don't know what you're saying.
Yeah,
fair.
They don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I guess it's that, but I just don't understand the need to try to impress or brag to somebody you don't know. You know what I mean?
I don't understand the need to put somebody down to elevate yourself.
Why do you got to push somebody down to prop yourself up? You can you can talk them up and yourself, right?
I think you're cool if you can make somebody else look cool. Maybe I'm just an assist guy. Maybe I'm just, triple double. True. It's a triple double. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel good. Like, I wingman for John. I got him his wife. I'm happy, bro. Like, I don't know. That makes me feel good. Like, whenever he says to me, hey, I met wifey because we went out.
Yeah.
It makes my day. It makes my day. You know what I mean? It is. So, like, it just feels good to prop somebody up. I never once said, oh, he ugly. I'm talking. You know what I mean? Like, I don't hate. Like, why y'all feel good about hating? I think that's what it is. Why y'all feel good about hating, bro?
Why you feel good about putting other people down?
I embrace, like, especially the people around me, lifting the people around me up. Like, I don't. Yeah. Especially if you're somebody I'm going out with. If I call myself going out with you, the last thing I want to do is put you down to some stranger, bro. I'm more likely to be like, if I'm in an Uber talking about you, he's not going to get me to shut up about how amazing you are if I'm going out with you.
Same.
You know what I mean? Well, we know that about you. They ain't seen me in a relationship. they ain't seen me in one yet. They ain't seen me.
You right.
They know that about you already. They didn't watch season 1. You know what I mean? There's about 20. Wait, how many episodes did it take for him to tell his relationship? There's about 20 some episodes of him talking about his girl. We could do a compilation of John talking about wifey.
We can. We absolutely can.
I'll start talking about the girl that don't exist yet. Like, hey,
Damn.
she out there somewhere.
Future
I know there's
wifey,
somebody who loves me. Somebody who really loves me. That's all that I need. That's the church version of Somebody Who Loves Me by Drake.
The way you dropped that note at the end, I could tell. That was a church note if I ever heard one.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was a church version. Yep. Yep. But yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, especially when people do it, I think it irritates me when people we started talking about guys doing this, but it bugs me in general when people just badmouth their partners especially to strangers. Like to your friends, I get it. You tell them everything, but it should be everything. It should be positives and negatives. If all I hear, because I've had this from friends before too, if all I hear is the negative shit, then I'm questioning why you're still with them.
We talked about that.
We did, yeah.
Extensively. Like, well, I don't think it was on here, but we talked about that extensively. Because I think I said that. I was like, yo, so-and-so keeps telling me how much they don't like their partner. Why are they still together?
Why the fuck are you still with them? Now I'm questioning your sanity on why you're still in this shit.
You just go back every day?
Like, you just keep doing this shit?
And you wake up every morning and you roll over and you're like, ugh.
Like, what are you doing? That's what you want for your life? Like, come on. I don't care how old you are, what your financial situation is. You can't want that for your life. I would go get a job at wherever the fuck and just
break the shackles.
Yeah, because it's wild to me. The number of times, women have done that too, where you'll just complain about, and I'm like, I just met you. I don't give a shit how much you hate your husband.
Society and their opinions do not matter as much as your sanity. So I'm saying this to everyone. Society and the opinions of others do not matter as much as your sanity. So it don't matter if you have children. It don't matter if you're married. It don't matter if you are in a relationship with someone for 10 plus years. If you are unhappy, it is okay to start over. You have my permission to start over. And that might not mean a lot to you, but I hope it's enough to give you the courage to say, I can start over. It's okay. It's okay.
I mean, I'll say this because I'm 40 now. You know what I mean? I get the idea of not wanting to date and feeling too old to date. I get that. I think I'm close to
like
that.
Damaged goods. I am damaged goods.
I don't feel like that, but I feel you. I think I'm in that camp of feeling like if for whatever reason wifey and I didn't work out, what would I do? Because I'm not getting on no fucking apps. You know what I mean? I'm not doing that.
Don't set me up like this because I love wifey. And
that shit is
answer that question.
You don't got to answer it. I'm just hypothetically speaking for this specific scenario.
Good. Don't make me answer that.
No, you're not answering shit. I'm not getting back on anything.
Okay, good.
I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking, I don't know if I would date again. You know what I mean?
Amen.
Because I already felt too old to date before I met her. I deleted the apps like a few months before I met her. It was just like, I don't like this shit. If this is the new way that dating is, I'm cool. If I don't meet somebody out and about, this shit ain't gonna happen. I'll just be alone for the rest of my life. I'm good.
Amen.
I'll be the uncle with all the shit. I'll spoil all my nieces and nephews. I'll do that shit. I'm not about to sit out here and be I don't know. But
bro,
even more so now, yeah, I'm cool. We don't got to do this again. We're good.
I feel that because I was a serial swiper. You know, I was a serial swiper.
It just becomes a game.
Like, what am I doing? What am I doing, bro? This is so stupid, yo.
You would only do it usually when we were done recording. Probably because we had been drinking and it was late. You know, most of the time you would only swipe when we were on the phone. It felt like playing Call of Duty late at night. You swipe in between matches or after recording.
Bro, I'm bored. I'm a swipe, bro.
That's what it was. It was a thing to do when you're bored. You don't have any games on your phone. That was it.
That's it. That was my game.
That was your Candy Crush.
Yeah, not Candy Crush. I was getting crushed though. That was the only difference.
You wasn't getting no candy or no crush.
I was just getting crushed. My dreams and inhibitions were getting crushed.
That shit is so devastating, man. It can make you feel so isolated and so bad about yourself.
But then I went out there, bro, and I think after that last trip out there, I was like, I can't do the apps anymore. It's just stupid. Like,
that's what happened.
Why do I do them?
Exactly. That's what happened the first time I met you. I was on the apps, and then that's all.
See I wasn't. What I mean? How you don't feel good about that? Huh? How you don't feel good about that? That don't make you feel good, bro. That don't change your opinion on life. Oh, y'all weird, bro. Y'all weird to me if that don't make you feel good. Y'all
I love
weird,
making people
bro.
feel good about themselves.
Y'all weird, bro.
I love it.
There's big weird.
So many people have such good qualities that are overlooked or that they feel bad about or that they don't know about because other people put them down or don't show appreciation for it or acknowledge how good they are at something or even just, it doesn't even have to be a talent, just basic shit. You can just acknowledging the number of times you acknowledge something that about someone and how far it goes. You can see it in their face, how much it affects them. And you don't want to do that. You rather try to prop yourself up. You just look like a jackass.
Stop apologizing for what makes you beautiful.
Fuck. It breaks my heart when you hear somebody apologize for being themselves, man. We've talked about this at length and I will never fucking stop that. But God, damn, stop it, man. Stop trying to
just don't apologize to me because I'm going to look at you like you're crazy.
I understand. It breaks my heart. Breaks my heart because that just makes me think about like, who the fuck made you feel like this is something you need to apologize for? Fuck them. That's what I'm gonna start saying. When they apologize, when they say I'm sorry, I'm gonna say fuck whoever made you feel like you need to apologize for that.
I'll be like,
fuck them.
Good. Knock that off.
I'm a little more aggressive with it because it pisses me off.
You good? Don't trip. It's all good.
Yeah.
We cool. Chill. That's more like my mind. Chill.
No, fuck them. Fuck whoever that is. You got them on. Call them. I'll tell them. Hey, fuck you.
Why you got her apologizing for the most basic, beautiful.
You piece of shit.
Just because you're insecure doesn't mean.
Yeah, you hit it on that. Oh man. Yeah. But I mean, back to the apps thing. I was done too, because of the same thing. I wasn't going out because I had just moved out here, and I didn't know anybody other than the person I was living with, and I was still in that finding myself phase, because this was like 6 months after my relationship had ended. And I was like, I just need to get away because I was just in survival mode for those 6 months trying to figure out financially what I was going to do. So I didn't get any space. So then when I did move away, I was trying to date while finding myself, which is not recommended. That's how you get molded by someone.
Or you're heartbroken.
Or both. So I've had both. I've had that same instance with the same person. But yeah. but it was a lot of either, I'm not going to say I only got crushed because I did all right, but it wasn't.
Leave it at that.
I didn't. I got a lot of matches. I didn't really go on that many dates because I didn't really want to. I wasn't trying to find anybody. I was mostly just trying to. Pretty much. I didn't want to meet I really didn't. I was really just looking for people to like hang out with out here and to do shit with. And the times I had gone out, it was like, oh shit, it's hard to make friends. Maybe I got to do it this way. And the Bumble, the BFF one is wild. So that wasn't going well either.
Hey bro, what's up, man?
That's I am more comfortable with trying to approach a woman than that. That shit was like I don't know what to. Wow. Good, I caught you. I saved you. Yep. But yeah, it was that same thing of like I feel isolated because I either felt like I was meant to be someone's entertainment because of the way I presented myself, or I was someone's fetish. That's most of what it felt like.
Yeah.
And I hate that so much. I hate when people make me feel like I'm black. And not just when we talk about, because we talk about, treating women like people. It's okay to treat us like people too. Not just like, oh, you're the black friend. Or
Yeah,
the black dude.
Don't ask me about my size. Like, that's weird, bro. Like, when you talking to me, like,
oh my God, dude.
Like, yo, you ever had someone talk to you just to try to find out like what you're working with?
Not in a while. It's been a while.
Yeah, that happened.
It might be because of this shit.
That happened recently. I was like,
that's wild. It could be when I was around the same age. Maybe it's an age group thing.
Yeah. It's like I haven't had this before, so like I'm curious.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just like,
like you got the internet. Google that shit. Look at somebody else's. Don't come over here with that. Yeah, that fetish shit, man. That shit gets on my fucking nerves.
It's wild, bro. It's wild because it's like you don't just like me for me.
It's so heartbreaking.
You don't just find me attractive. I ain't cool enough.
You find me attractive because
I just check a box.
I check this fucking box for you.
Was this the SATs?
this box that you only go to, or
that's crazy.
The box you've never had. I think the box
I'm curious about. The box I never had and I'm curious about is so much worse, bro.
That's the one you're trying to check. The bucket list box.
Like? The bucket list. The bucket list man. I'm tired of being the bucket list man, bro. Yeah, most times I get approached just off of bucket list stuff, man, around here.
You know who gave me bucket list box vibes?
Who?
Oh, girl from the karaoke place.
Ooh, both of them.
Both of them,
yup. Now that you say that, yup. If I had to listen to her breath one more time, no, I would have. I'm not trying to trigger anybody. I don't know.
Hey, I don't care if you get triggered. If you know your breath stink, don't get that close to people, man. Or do the cover your mouth when you talk. I don't know.
She was drinking.
She was drinking liquor, and her breath.
I need gum in my pocket so I can offer you a piece, just to make it like acceptable to offer the whole room a piece.
She was closer to you, so I don't know how your eyes weren't watering. Because she said something to me from a couple feet away, and I was like, "Ooh,
what in the anchovies?
What in the tuna melt did you have?"
Don't disrespect tuna melts like that. Tuna?
The tuna melt with garlic and onions.
I'm about to say, bro. That was just all of it combined. That wasn't just one. Like, oh, wait a minute. You're gonna have to back up off of me.
Oh man. Yeah. That,
and we can say this stuff when we're becoming a bucket list thing.
Yeah, because that's what it fucking feels like. I don't know if it is, but that's how it comes off.
It's disrespectful.
It's just, it just makes you feel like a piece of meat.
No pun intended.
No pun absolutely intended. I
think on that note,
just a piece of meat.
Go ahead and take this piece of meat into commercial. Come back. Pause. My bad. We hope you're enjoying this awesome conversation. And if you too want to join in, make sure you email us at reachonthehowse@gmail.com. You could send us dating profiles, awkward dating situations, and just funny stories you want to see us react to. We can't wait to read your emails. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back, everybody. This is the last segment, as you're aware of. When I bring us back, usually don't know what the fuck is going on. And that's even more true for today because I have no idea what's going on this time. Surprise. This guy apparently had some
taking
shit.
Over.
Before we started, he was like, I
over.
have an idea for the last segment,
at a time.
but I don't want to take over your spot. And I was like, hey, the best part about mine is I don't know usually what it is until we start. So
that's the whole podcast. Why are you lying?
I know. 5 minutes before, it's like, what are we talking about? Oh, okay, yeah, let's go.
Yep. That's in the note.
So
yep. That one.
So I don't know. What are we doing? What are we talking about?
Like, I don't know what happened to you this week. Yeah, that. Cool.
Yeah,
so
let's do that.
It's a funny meme that goes around. And I've seen it on TikTok when I was scrolling. And it was like, they'd be like, you and your homie ain't even a good duo. And then they'll show clips of like LeBron and D Wade dunking and doing crazy stuff. So it's like when they be like, you and your boy ain't even a good duo. But then it's like, oh, nah, we are a good duo. Like we are that duo. But I thought it'd be funny to ask John here. Because we are definitely a good duo. There's no question. We are goated. We are a goated duo.
No question.
But what half of that duo do you think you are? LeBron James or D Wade? And I will argue the opposite side. I will argue the opposite side. This might get a little sportsy for a second, but I will argue the opposite side. Whoever you pick that you think you are in that duo, I will argue the opposite.
Let's see.
And you have to tell me why first, and I will argue the opposite side.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna say D Wade. Because not only am I older, but I recognize the potential in you. And it's like, you know what? I will step out the way and let this man shine because I've had my time. You know what I mean? I don't need to get out here and show anybody who I am. I know who I am. This dude is still kind of figuring it out. So if I can help him on that path he's on, just maybe give a little boost, some encouragement, wherever. Let's do that. I'll throw the lob and throw my hands up. I'm not looking because I know he dunking it. I'm cool with that. Like, hey, I wanted you to come here. You know what I mean? So I wanted you to come here because I know who you are. I already know. So you don't got to prove nothing to me. I know who you are. Just let me help. I know where my role is. I'm willing to fill in wherever is needed. You know what I mean? So yeah, That's what I'm going to say.
Cool. In theory, that's great. But see, then there's this thing called reality and what actually happens when we go out. So I love this because there's an argument for both sides. Your argument is exactly what my argument would have been if you picked the opposite side. But here we go. I'm on the other side of this.
All right. Okay.
So you can't be D Wade when you the one still putting up 30 every night. Because then we become Kyrie and Bron. And we're no longer Wade and Bron. This dude will drop 30 every night and then be like, hey, you know what? I'm going to take this night off. You got it. This dude like, hey, this is your night.
I'm not going to take any shots in the fourth.
Yeah, I'm not going to take any shots. You know what? I'm taking this quarter off, man. I've been up all game. I got mine. You know what? I want you to still feel like, because I feel like D Wade when he went to Cleveland half the time. It ain't even Miami Heat Wade sometimes. It'd be like full on. When he came out here, It was like I was D Wade in Cleveland. I was catching L after L. I was just.
Oh my God.
I almost got traded. They almost sent me back to where I came from.
Oh man.
So yep. That is why I am in fact D Wade.
Okay.
Not to mention I'm shorter. Exactly 5 inches shorter, actually, just like D Wade and LeBron.
That's oh damn. Oh yeah, you're right.
Here we go. There we go. So who's going like this now, huh?
Stupid, man. He said putting up 30.
And the last argument, we actually created that lob picture because I lobbed you and now you're married.
That's true.
We got the iconic lob. We have our iconic lob, and that was that one.
Hey.
I should go be a lawyer.
Yeah. Yeah, I ain't got nothing for that one.
I should go be a lawyer.
I'm not a compiler though.
He's like, wait, but I'm not LeBron. Can we give me somebody else?
I don't know if I'm polarizing or not. Definitely get attention, but I don't know if I'm polarizing. Okay,
I think it's time to end. I think
maybe maybe a little bit. I forgot about the TikTok days. You right. We
sat here this whole time talking about how men talk about women and how we don't do that. The way we don't do that. And he just looked at me and said, I don't know if I'm polarizing.
That's true.
We don't do what everybody else does. That's polarizing.
That's exactly
we don't,
what polarizing
yeah,
is.
that's what it means. That's what this whole podcast is based off of. Us being polarizing.
We're trying to be middle ground, but middle ground is polarizing. That's what's crazy.
That's what's crazy, because you know what it is? Y'all are crazy today. Y'all, you watching? Y'all are crazy. Well, maybe you're not, though. Maybe you're middle ground too. Maybe you're watching because you were late, or maybe you're trying to understand and be more middle ground. So I give you a lot of respect if you're trying to be more middle ground.
That's true. If they're not. They ain't got no business here.
Maybe you're just like, I can't be the only one who feels like this in the world. Because that's how I was. I was like, I can't be the only one who feels like this. Yeah. And I met John. And I was like, oh, wait, I'm not the only one.
I'm not. Yeah, it's crazy. You're like, oh, shit, there's reasonable people. There's reasonable people out there.
Yeah, there's reasonable people who aren't just jerks all the time. There's reasonable people who are raised right. This is crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I just thought that was fun. All right. You could talk about whatever you want. Now, I just was like, that was a quick little thing for me, man.
Iconic duos.
There might be another duo out there. It might be more like a Magic and Kareem situation, but like that was more of a Showtime, a whole team. We would need a whole team for that.
Yeah. It wasn't just them two.
Right. You know what I mean? We could be like Deshaun Jackson and Michael Vick. That actually might be kind of accurate. That actually kind of works. You're too light skinned. That really kind of works. I'm not that dark, but that kind of works.
Let's see. What about a non-sports one?
A non-sports one. Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, let's go.
That's the first one that comes to mind immediately.
Let's go. I'll be Michael B. in a fucking heartbeat.
I'll be cool. Yo, Coogler is a GOAT. If you haven't seen Sinners yet, go see Sinners.
Go see it.
I know John is not for it.
I bought a ticket.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
Appreciate that. It's not my movie, but I appreciate it. That movie is amazing.
I told you I wanted to support just because I enjoy the creativity. I like both of them, Coogler and MBJ. I just don't.
Pause.
I just don't want to sit through that.
Pause. Huh. I realized I had a really rough day. I had a lot of rough conversations today. Because then I had someone like talking to me about Sinners in my car.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. It was an older...
Talking bad about it?
an older Caucasian woman trying to tell me that it wasn't a good movie.
Because what?
She didn't understand. She had only seen clips, and she didn't like the clips she saw because she thought the black people were vampires and that they wouldn't let the poor white person in the cabin. And that is not even how it went. That is not how it went.
Wait.
That's not how it went.
Hold on. You said she didn't think it's a good movie because of the trailer that she saw?
She saw a couple clips because she works at the movie theater, and she saw a couple clips of it from working at the movie theater.
Did you pull over and politely ask her to get out of the car?
No.
Because they're like, this thing only.
I educated her. I said, well, you have that kind of backwards because they are not actually the vampires. The guy walking away disappointed was the vampire. He was not disappointed that he couldn't come into the party. He was disappointed because he couldn't eat the people in the party.
What did she say?
Oh, really? I'll have to give it another shot. I'll have to watch the whole thing. You think?
Racist, assumptive ass, ignorant lady.
Oh, it's got to be the black people. Got to be the vampires.
They're not letting them in. You don't know how vampires work. They need to be invited in. You stupid mother.
I was like, I can't. Yeah, I just realized, I was like, wow, I've had some really rough conversations today. Oh my God. I had an even rougher one that's not even safe for this podcast that I just,
even
if
it was rough. Even if that's the case, rough as hell. I'm still on this lady. Give me a sec. Even if that was the case, it's a bad movie because the black people aren't letting the white people do what they want.
Not even just that. I'm still stuck on the fact you're judging the movie off of clips.
I don't care. We're past that now. We're going off of what she saw in the clip and why she thinks the privilege behind that statement. I don't think it's good because the black people are telling the white people what they can and can't do. Wowzers. Wowzers.
I was like, lady.
That's why you don't think it's good. If it was the other way around, it would probably be Emmy nominated, Emmy nominated, right? Oscar award winning film. I mean, that's most of the movies anyway. I can't even say that.
I ain't gonna hold you though. I ain't gonna hold you.
Anything
I don't think
Quentin Tarantino directs.
I don't think that the way it went would have changed my opinion. Like if it were the other way around, I don't think it would have changed my opinion. Of course it wouldn't.
You're a movie goer. You're gonna take the story for what it is.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So I'm like, even with that, I'm just like,
that's what I mean. The privilege behind that statement is crazy. How dare they tell the white people what they can't go in the party? How dare they exclude us from anything?
Right? They're not accepting us in. I'm like,
what?
That's what the Jim Crow era was like for us.
that's what the last few hundred years have been like. What are you talking about, lady?
Movies placed in the Jim Crow era.
Oh man, I really want somebody to say some ignorant shit like this around me.
The whole
it never
point
happens.
of the movie is them trying to find success as black people in the Jim Crow era, where it's near impossible to find success. As a black man.
That might be even more why she was flabbergasted. Like, how dare they? They should know their place.
Not let this guy in. I just want to know. I want that whatever the Irish jig they were dancing to in the movie. I want that song because I want to download it. I want to blast it while I'm driving.
You act like you can't find that shit out in a few seconds.
I'm gonna find it. Are you kidding me? I'm going to.
Yeah, we bumping that. We're going when we go to the club.
It's slap.
Ask the DJ to play.
It's slap, bro. They was getting it too.
Ask the DJ to play that shit.
I'm gonna be
and they're going crazy,
tearing it up, bro. I'll be like, yo, that's from Sinners. Oh man, they was killing that, bro. Oh man, Listen, all right, get me out of here because I'm talking reckless and I'm really about to be in the club dancing this Irish music. All right, y'all. So,
all right, yeah, that's
moral of the story.
Yeah,
don't judge a movie off of clips. Find yourself a dynamic duo that'll throw you lobs and won't hog all the points.
Stop being a piece of shit.
I mean, that's self-explanatory. I would hope by listening to us at this point.
I mean, yeah, if they are a piece of shit, they didn't make it this far.
And stop having awkward conversations in Ubers. The drivers don't like it.
Stop putting other people down to try to prop yourself up.
Oh, man, we are on a roll. All right. Until next week, y'all.
See ya.
Peace.